on the channel like a young Judas Priest back in 1988, we ram it down with Ram Man, Mantenna, Masters of the Universe cartoon collection.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe cartoon collection unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got two all-timers. We got Ram Man, and from the Horde, we got Mantenna. But for all your He-Man needs and a whole lot more, hit up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $99 does ship free, $7.95 flat rate shipping under that. But depending when you're watching this, a lot of sales for the holiday season. I think right now $39 and above free shipping. So no matter which way you do it, got to get a deal with discount code Kyle. Remember that there. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We'll do some comparisons as well of different versions of Ram Man and, of course, Mantenna. But we're going to start off with Ram Man, an early childhood favorite of mine. For the longest time, my favorite He-Man character outside of He-Man. As I've gotten older, I've come to be more appreciative of One Fisto and Man-at-Arms. Those are probably my two favorite in this day and age. But when I was a kid, Ram Man was an absolute favorite of mine. Always loved the action figure from when I was a kid. Loved the playability of that one. Just a very, very fun character, no doubt about it. And very fun in this new packaging style for, I guess, 2025 with the cartoon collection. Bring on the Horde up there, just like the Snake Men came. Now the Horde's coming along here in the cartoon. And I got to think we're going to get, of course, She-Ra is in this wave as well. But I have to think we're going to get more She-Ra figures. Not sure how I feel about the old Princess of Power invasion. Didn't think very much of it as a little kid, I'll tell you that much. Not sure what I'll think about it this go around. If they keep it at a minimum, I'll be okay. But man, I don't know if I need Bo and his horse Arrow and Swiftwind. I don't know if I need all that stuff. I don't know if I need it. Maybe you do. It's each your own here. But I definitely need this Ram Man, no doubt about it. Looking good, like the little logo up there also, that looks really cool. And as I said, Hordak looking over everything, pretty cool as well. Masters of the Universe, Ram Man, the heroic human battering ram cartoon collection down there. On the back, little of that cross-cell Mantenna, of course, and She-Ra coming soon. Artwork up top, always looking good. Jibber-jabber, UPCs, that kind of stuff down low. As seen on the House of Shakoti. Oh, yes, of course, there's a little house action there, and you know, Ram Man, don't get in here. We see a little boy back there. All kinds of trouble going on. Watch out for the tentacles, that's for sure. It does come with the idol in here, and of course, as usual, we can twist him into powerful battle positions, because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? And you guys know I'm a Double Up Club member on these, so I do got a minty one, and I gotta say this one's pretty minty as well, unpunched. A very, very good looking Ram Man right here, no doubt. See you later, put a little spin on it, like a young Andre Agassi on the old Wimbledon courts back in the day. Ram Man looking good, looking like he's ready to ram it down like a young Judas Priest once again. And I'm going to cut him out because, of course, it is Mattel. And you know what that means? It's twist tie time. We got to have the twist ties on these Mattel figures. We know how they do it. One of these days, I'm going to talk to Ted Mattel. Of course, the owner of Mattel. I believe his name is Ted. Ted Mattel. Sure. Just play along. Just play along. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, Ted, what are we doing? Todd McFarlane told me he's tripling down on twist ties. What's your game? What's your game, Ted Mattel? And he'll say, who are you? See you later, goodbye. And I'm going to have you escorted from the premises, is what he's going to say. I have a feeling. We'll see. We'll see what happens when that day comes. Of course, you got the instructions. We always get that. Spider-Man style. See you later, goodbye. We do get the Horde invasion, and oh my gosh, there's a lot of Princess Power going on over here. But it is, of course, Hordak and the rest of the gang. We know we're getting a lot of these characters in the future. But I guess we're showing all about it. We get a little He-Man, get a little bit of the whole gang back together. Part of that comic. And we do get the Shakti idol here. I don't know. What do you think about this? It's just a little idol. Do we really need this? Did we really need this? I guess it's fun. It's something different. But I don't know if it changes anybody's world as far as the action figure. You guys tell me. But unfortunately, no axe or anything like that. I always think of him having that big old axe, swinging an axe. Like a young executioner's tax with, of course, back in the day. Power Trip, shout out to them. But looking good here as Ram Man, and it is funny. It's obviously Ram Man, that's what I think of, but it's always weird with these figures. Do you go to the cartoon like this one, or do you go to the original toys? And I always kind of go back and forth depending on the character. Like Clawful, all day long, I think of the toy, not the cartoon. And I'm going to say same thing about Ram Man. I think of the toy, not the cartoon. A little bit more of a bumbling oaf in the cartoon, where he's just a big bad dude in the toy line, at least in my imagination playing as a kid. So it looks like Ram Man. There's no mistaking this guy for anybody else, but he does look very cartoony, and guess what? That's the point of this line. Long way to get there, but looking like Ram Man in the head. He's got the big old eyebrows there in black, big black eyes going on. A little bit of a frown right there, and if you're using your head all the time as a battling ram, wouldn't you probably have a frown on your face too? I feel bad for Ram Man. This is the days before CTE. You know, he's just a whole mess up there in his brains in this day. He's probably sitting there just like totally comatose, can't talk or bring any words together because he's got just deadly CTE from using him as a battle ram. He-Man would be like, come on, Ram Man, dude. He's like, oh man, my head, it really hurts today. All right, one more for the team. And now he's in like a wheelchair in a home, and he just can't do anything. The plight of Ram Man. Feel bad for the guy. But it looks like Ram Man there. He's got the big apparatus over the top. You can remove that if you want to. Looks very strange without that. Helmet is not removable. Head, all the body parts are removable, though, as we do know. He's got that big old Eternia skirt over the top, looking good. And he's got kind of those inner tube legs that we always have with old Ram Man over the years. And got some big old black Frankenstein boots going on down there. 2 gripping hands out of the package, and he does need to see some sun. He's pretty light skin colored here. He needs a little bit of that hot dog tan, I think, is what he's missing out on here. His arms do go all the way around for us. Single jointed elbows. You do get the side to side there. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side, up and down, of course. Waist articulation, a little bit of leg action, single jointed, back and forth, boot cut, ankles back and forth as well. For old cartoon edition Ram Man, but a fun figure and one of my favorite characters, like I said earlier, so it is cool to get this as part of the cartoon collection. I am definitely here for this, and this is a very, very good figure. Like I said, my brain goes to the original toy. However, if you're trying to represent the cartoon, you can't do much better than this. Just an absolute fabulous one of the best cartoon collection figures we've received so far, if you ask me. And speaking of the toy, I got the Origins version of Ram Man right here. Wonder what that height difference is. New one, a little taller on the new guy right here. And then I do got, since they didn't make a cartoon collection one back in the Super 7 days, I do got the classics, because you guys know I'm a classics guy at the end of the day as well. We got 3 little different versions of Ram Man going on over here. Once again, an all-time favorite of mine is the Ram Man. Here for this one all day long and twice on Sunday. But now we're here for Mantenna. Oh, the horde is rising. Watch out, She-Ra. Hordak's coming after you. Once again, same packaging, beautiful packaging on this one. Love the vibrant blue on Mantenna. And we've got Mantenna in the Origins line, and we'll compare that, and we'll compare the Super 7 one too. It does say Evil Spy with the pop-out eyes. Oh my gosh, there it is. Artwork at the top looking very good. Oh boy, there's some trouble there. I think there's some future Easter eggs to some other characters we're going to get shortly. UPCs, jibber jabber, cross sell, all that kind of fun stuff. Press the button, eyes pop out, twist into powerful battle positions. And you know I'm twisting. I'm twisting like a young chubby checker. That's what I'm doing. That's how much twisting I'm doing around these parts. Shout out to Chubby Checker. See you later. Goodbye. Watch out. Exact same comic book here. So we're getting that comic book twice. Spider-Man style. See you later. Goodbye. Little plastic prison. Oh, Mantenna locked down. You got to lock down a spy like Mantenna. You don't want him spying on you. I heard, and somebody fact-checked this, Todd McFarlane, you got this one? No, you're not sure? You never watched the cartoon? You were too old for that kind of stuff? I don't think you were. But I heard Mantenna originally was a spy, and he got caught peeking on She-Ra in the shower. And Swiftwind came running in and gave him a little bump with the old horn there, and the rest was history there. But watch out. For old Mantenna, he might be spying on you in the shower. And nobody likes to be spied on in the shower. Just ask my wife. She says, what are you doing? I said, I'm spying on you. She goes, you're a terrible spy. You're standing right in front of the glass door. And she might be right. I wasn't built to be a spy, that's for sure. But Mantenna coming out. There it is. See you later. Can we get there? Are we there? Oh, we're there. See you later up high. Goodbye. Twist ties. And now we get down to Mantenna business here. Wild business is what it is. A very goofy looking guy, of course, in the head here. Just kind of has that look like he's a goof, and you can just hear his voice is really what you can hear. Got kind of that sucker teeth mouth going on. Big old bulging yellow eyes. Got those big old ears looking good. And then you push the little lever in the back, and uh-oh, watch out. She-Ra in the shower. Oh my gosh. That's what's going on right there. We do got, of course, a very blue skin tone on here. Very akin to a Smurf. Shout out to good friend of the channel, Papa and Grandpa Smurf. Two lifelong friends. Salt of the earth, the Smurfs over there. Watch out for Gargamel. That is the case, of course. But he's got that little shoulder shawl going on. He's got the Horde logo in his chest. He's got 3 fingers down here. Some gripping hands going on. And did I throw away his weapon? Didn't he have like a weapon or something in there? Am I dreaming? Might have to dig that back out. But I thought he had a little accessory. Maybe I got too crazy. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't. But arms do go around. I guess he didn't have an accessory. I'm thinking of his Super 7 one. Had that little thing. We'll see it here in a second. But the arms do go around. You do get a little single jointed elbow. Very tight. Be careful on that. And a little bit thinner than I'd like it to be. Hand back and forth, side to side. A very bobbly head on him here. He's got very skinny neck. Like a young giraffe is what's going on there. Waist articulation. He's got the yellow belt going on. And then the black Eternia loincloth. And then he's got 2 sets of legs. You got kind of an... I don't know, an alien-like leg on the back with some extra fur and stuff. And then you got the boots up front and the black boots. But he's got extra legs here. He's ready to run around like a creepy insect is what he's like here, of course. Peg holes on all 4 of these feet, so choose your peg adventure. How do you like to be pegged? Oh, don't answer that. But looking good there, Mantenna. Ready to go, ready to rock and roll, strut and stroll, ready to do some peeping. He's a peeping Tom at the end of the day is what he is. But a good-looking figure, much like Ram Man, really carries on the tradition from the cartoon very, very well right here. And speaking of the cartoon, got the Super 7 version right there. Similar, but different. That's what we're calling it, but very, very cool. I love this. And for people that missed out on the classics, the Super 7, the Mattel ones, they're getting another chance at this in this style. A very, very fun subline. A lot of collectors are enjoying, as we do know. And then you take it back to the origins. Similar but different, and that's once again the toy line and the cartoon not being kind of in step with what the figures look like. But this is a weird one for me where I said Ram Man, I always think of the original figure. For me, on him, I always think of the cartoon and not the figure. So it's always that weird yin and yang, and I think a lot of us have that if you were back in around the days of the He-Man days as a little kid. But you guys, let me know your thoughts on these guys. What do you think? You here for these two? You picking these two up? Let me know in the comments down below. When you made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day, and then some. Yes, we do. We got even more content for you on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel. Check it out if you have not. ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. My book, available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and now on Kindle, The Complete Guide to the Classic Superstar Series. I am now on TikTok, trying to figure out all my dance moves. Check me out on TikTok, of course. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Mantenna and a Ram Man, I'm a Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.